Hello crafty friends, welcome to another heat embossing ideas video. Today we'll be working with this piece which has a vintage botanical heat embossed image on it. To create it I took a scrap of mixed media paper, dusted it with talcum powder to remove static moisture and oily fingerprints. I then inked up a rubber stamp with Versamark sticky embossing ink, pressed my mixed media paper down onto the stamp to transfer the image, giving it a good rub on the back. I then sprinkled over some Wow Hint of Pink embossing powder, shook off the excess and heated it with my heat tool. So that has cooled and set now. I'm going to smush on some Hot Tub, which is a blue-green ink from Catherine Pooler. I'll hydrate that with my DIY Pearl Shimmer Spray to give it a bit of shimmer and smush that on like that. You can see how you get some interesting pooling around the embossing. I'll dry that with my hairdryer. And I'm going to do the same thing with Skylight, another blue-green from Catherine Pooler. It's slightly darker. I don't want to use as much, so I'm going to pick it up with the corner of my smusher and smush it on judiciously so I don't cover up everything in the background. I might go in a bit heavier around the flower area so it is more defined. Right, I'll dry that and I'll pick some of that up and spatter it on and dry that again. And I'll just buff over it to remove some of the ink that's sitting on the embossing powder. I think that'll do. Right, I think this needs a bit of gold, just a splatter. So I've got my metallic watercolours and I shall spatter it on. You can't really see the botanical pattern. You can pick up some of the writing, but there's plenty of visual texture there and variation in saturation of colour and now shimmer and shine. I'm going to work on a 4x6 inch card blank and I've cut myself a panel using a stitched rectangle die and that will give me a little border. And now I've got an Aperture die, so this will cut holes in my panel. I'll use my T-square ruler just to make sure that's all nice and straight, and I'll hold it in place with some very low tack tape. I'm going to heat the tape with my hairdryer to soften the adhesive and hopefully reduce the risk of tearing the panel when I remove it. Yep, that's come away fine. That's cut through nicely. I want to back the aperture with my background. I'm going to add a few little pencil marks so that I can cut that background down and save some for use on another card. Hopefully I've done that right. Yep. I can chop a bit off the bottom too. This is high-tack white glue and I'm using my glue dotter to add little dots of it to the back of the trellis area and around the edge. And now I can place this on here. Ooh, no, not quite right. I think I missed a tiny little bit there, so we'll just put a little bit of glue and take that shard that I cut off and butt it up and no one will ever know. No, it's invisible. Now I'm going to take some scraps of white card. Please excuse the starlings. They're back again. And add it to the back so that when I stick it to the front of my card it'll be level. I've added glue to the back of this and that will give me some time to wiggle it into place, get that border fairly even. Okay, I've cut a leaf or a holy leaf out of white cardstock using this die, and I've cut a butterfly out of the rest of that background. I want to give my butterfly a bit of extra colour, a bit of definition around the edge of the wings. So I've got Evergreen Bow Distress Oxide and I'm applying it with a finger dauber, and I think I'll add a little extra around the middle, so that should help it stand out a bit. I've added high-tack white glue to that. I'm going to place it here, which is on that intersection of the rule of thirds grid, and I'll give my butterfly some glue in the body area and place that on there too. I might rotate that leaf a bit so that it looks like a leaf. I can see all the sticky outy bits. For my sentiment, I've got this puffy sticker that says congratulations, and I think I'm going to pop it up here. I may need to add some more glue to it, but we'll see how well that sticks for now. So that's got a bit of extra dimension, something a little bit different. And you know what's coming next? Finishing touches in the form of Nouveau drops. These are pale gold, and they will just add a little bit of extra energy and flow and gloss and movement to the card. Having the dots on the white helps the design to kind of break out of the aperture area and adds to that sense of movement. And there you have one card made from that little bit of heat embossing. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's given you an idea or two. If it has, do let me know in the comments, and I hope to see you back here very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.